My last video was about something I call midgetry. It's not politically correct, and I'm certainly not talking about people with dwarfism. I'm talking about midgetry. It's when someone pretends to be smaller than they are. So when you go into that defensive position about something someone said or did that might have been coming from their heart in a good place, but they mangled it on the way out, or they just have a misunderstanding about something and it's not their fault yet until they know and they keep doing it intentionally and to harm. You can play with it once you know, right? And then you can use it as a tool that can actually get stuff done, because you talk to people at that level and they get that, and then you pry it up a little and you get them somewhere good. Because you need to come in to people at the level that they're at. It's not about up and down. It's just like there could be a sideways level. There could be any cross section of a perspective. This isn't about superiority or inferiority. This is about us all being our best, brightest versions of ourselves, if possible. So the point is, I did that whole racist thing on purpose. I did it because guess what? Yeah, if I'm wrong, tell me. But you know what? I'm not going to change it. Unless it's actually hurting people in a way that I can see. Right? So midgetry. Midgetry is when you pretend to be shorter than you are. So someone does something to you and you're like, well, why are you hurting me? Because I am this. I was mentally disabled. Why were you making fun of mentally ill people? I had dissociative identity disorder. How could you? How dare you? How dare you? You have no compassion for me. Come on. Fucking A. Have some compassion for yourself and stop groveling. Okay? Really. Have some fucking compassion for yourself. Because you know what this ideology does of victimhood and this ideology of like, no one can understand my personal perspective in pain. It walls everyone off into cells by themselves. Everyone's in a fucking jail cell with that. No one can fully understand me. No shit. But guess what? If we talk to each other and we work together, we can all do the other things that other people can do for us because we can get them done. But we can't do that if we're all in our own little cells, in our own little walls. Right? So that's one perspective on politics. Victimhood, social justice warrior, all these fucking appellations that are total bullshit, by the way. That's one side. The other side is, oh, well, guess what? Fear motivates. So unify these people against this other thing. That's a big block or a little cell. Either way, oh yeah, you're personally perfectly free in here. You can be in this world of fear and you're free. Fuck you. Fuck all of us who do that and have done that. I used to do that on Facebook a lot. Oh, guess what? You know, if you don't vote for Bernie Sanders, you're responsible for Trump. I was a Bernie Sanders guy because I was clueless on a level. He's a good person, kinda, but he's kind of a dick. And I don't think he's even enough of a peaceful person that I would feel good voting for him. I wish for peace, but, you know, I know that war is necessary. So I'm not going to be like, no one should ever have war. Because guess what? What if like the Borg attack? What if an ideology rises that needs to be put down? There's no such thing. Not every perspective is 100% valid, but every point of view is valid. That's the point. Every point of view is valid, but the perspective is like a layer on top of the point of view. It's what lens you're looking at the world through. And some lenses are shitty. Anything that results in destroying people or controlling people, in my book, that's shitty shit. But we need structure to have a society and have iPhones and Galaxy Notes and all those cool things that we have. We need to work together. And the more we work together without being in a cell or being in a big army, the better. And I don't even think that any religion that has truth in it is not evil. So Christianity is not evil. Buddhism is not evil. Any perspective that has some truth in it. It hasn't just been a copy of a truth, such as, say, Scientology. Scientology is evil. I'm sorry, guys. It's fucking evil. It was built by L. Ron Hubbard using occult techniques that do work, because these were like proto-psychology things, to control people and to put them into cells. A cell together, yes, but a cell that motivated to do what? You're not saving the world, and you're not reaching OTA to realize that L. Ron Hubbard is actually God. We are all just a perspective of creation. But it doesn't make us the creator. None of us are. I am not. You are not. We are, at best, a cell in that thing. And that cell is just one thing that it is. Like that body, that whole body of us It's just one thing that maybe the universe is, or not even universe, multiverse, all things. Don't limit possibilities. Don't limit yourself and don't limit others. Oh, you need to understand that I need to use these pronouns. Okay, well, you use them. Great. I will, when I learn them, I'll do that because I like you and I respect you. But don't get mad if I don't remember, because I've always known you as a male or a female. There are people in my life like that. People who are actually transitioning and they have their reasons. Their point of view is behind that. There's no dismissing it. And I've learned lessons about those kind of judgments, because I mean, everyone starts off judgmental, and everyone, I mean, oh, not everybody, fucking A. What I mean, I started off judgmental. Everyone has issues, is what I'm trying to say, really. We can change them, we can adapt them, but we're going to be stuck with our biases. And biases in a tool can be used. If there's a little bit of a tool that has a bend, left or right, or up or down, you can actually use that to make things more effectively. Biases are not always evil. They're just the grain. And the grain can be good if it's used well. You can use a little bit of roughness on a tool to polish something. Just real quick. Oh, guess what? I smoke cigarettes. So I can pass a cigarette to someone who's got their head low. And we talk about something cool. Just a little bit. Or they might need something I have. It's opportunity. Every mistake, every blemish we all have is an opportunity to meet with people at that level. We can bring all the good stuff with it. So I'm not taking funny jokes off the table. And if people get offended, if they get hurt, I'm so goddamn sorry that your perspective is being occluded. And I know you're coming from a place of pain. I've come from a lot of pain myself. Why make fun of the mentally disabled? Not mentally disabled, mentally ill. You know, how dare you? What? Make fun of rape victims? Make fun of abuse victims? But you know what? If someone's joking with me and I'm mad at them in a fake way, I'll be like, I'm going to beat you like a redheaded stepchild. Which actually, I'd probably come up with something way clever, more clever than that. But I'd hint at that shit. And you know what? I'm going to ride that thing as close to that cliff as possible, because guess what? The more we approach something, the less it has an impact on us. The more we face ourselves and our fears and our negativity and all the world's negativity, the smaller it is and the more you can do against it. So yeah, I'll make a cancer joke. I'll make an AIDS joke. I'll make a rape joke. I'll make a racism joke if it's the time to do those things. I'm not just going to throw that shit at everybody. But sometimes that's the mood. Sometimes that's where we got to go. Or I got to go. And it's okay. I'm not a guru. I'm not sacred. I'm not profane. I'm human. We're all human. But we can be more as well. All of us. What a day. Here I am.